I just realized I didn't have my microphone on. Alright, so I had a really bad weekend. So I'm feeling a little deflated. Anyway, um, energy, oil and gas, that's up. Automotive industry seems like it's up a little bit. We will be talking about Ford this morning. We're going to take a look at some charts for Ford. I'm actually quite excited with what I'm seeing. And GM is up as well. Tesla is up a little bit higher than I would have thought. But Tesla has been going through a huge pullback, so people might be thinking it might be at a great discounted price right now. Semiconductor, financial, insurance, in general, it seems like everything's up a little bit. China's doing well, so is Taiwan. So nothing too fantastic there. And what I was saying here is we had a little bit of a lull period during the afternoon hour. For lunch, that seems to be somewhat common. Chart wise, everything that we had on our watch list is kind of quiet. And I didn't see anything too offhand that I was jumping for joy. For instance, that's a huge jump with no real price action. So probably not going to be interested in that one at all. That one jumped up, but it's pulling down. A lot of action. I mean, I think we've actually traded that in the past, but it's not doing much. I'm actually going to move this over here in front of me so I can actually see it a little bit better. Oh, it changed the aspect ratio. Okay. There. I don't know why it changed the aspect ratio when I moved it over, whatever. But yeah, the price action, I don't think I like it. Bed Bath and Beyond. This one really, had a really good run a couple months back, and it's been tanking since. We're going to keep a slight eye on Zom, but I'm curious to see what it's going to end up ultimately doing. Let's see, I got it right here. Let's go over to the main screen. Good morning, Denzel. I don't know about good morning. I got robbed over the weekend, so financially I'm hurting. Take you guys back to the screen. I forgot to change something. I need to put that on my to-do list so I don't keep forgetting it. Alright, main screen. Alright, so I got Zom sitting here. As we see, as the good uptick, but as we saw on FinViz over there, it had this, spike. It's pulled back. I mean, for me to really start to kind of get interested in it, I would want to see it to make a new high, or definitely probably break back above 0.3. So I guess we'll just go ahead and create an alert at 30 and above, and just create. So that way it will let me know if it starts doing that. Um, I think that's going to be a little bit of a jump, but I think if it could maintain this upper band, going from 30 to 40 would be doable. And if I could catch that upswing, that could be a good 30% climb. Um, so that would be kind of awesome, and I could really kind of use that. Um, who couldn't? Um, but let's go jump over to Ford. So Ford hit a new high today. So it's continuing this huge upswing. I'm quite happy about it. I don't know if I want to move up my stop loss yet. Um, honestly, yeah, I'm going to. Let's go ahead and move it up to 12. Send. So my buy-in was at 12.23. So that gives me, you know, right in here, right there is where my break for $1 profit would be. I want to give Ford just a little bit more room. So I like the fact that it's sitting right below this last swing low right here. And I think we're going to continue to see a strong pull up. Friday was really good. I'm not sure what that's going to mean yet for my option. Before the bell, and it has not updated yet. So before the bell, it's sitting at $35 profit. So I'm pretty happy about that. If I bought more, I could have doubled. And I kind of knew that, not kind of, I mean, of course, anything can happen. But I pretty much knew that this was going to be near the bottom. I wish I went with more of my account, but that was like some of the mistakes I was making was I was making really big moves and I wasn't watching. I wasn't setting proper stop losses. Like the 10,000 I lost this weekend. Fucking hell, man. It seems like I can't catch a fucking break. Working for yourself can be super, super stressful. At least I got some stuff moving on my eBay. Slowly. But anyway, alright, so definitely curious to see what this is going to do at the bell for my option. It definitely looks like, I mean, the level 2 is looking really clean, but it's also looking really to the downside as well. But there's a lot of people sitting, right here at this level. But if someone did break through that, it would go down. It could go down quite heavily. But at the same time, I think that would also trigger a lot of purchase orders. So even though that it looks like it could sink past through 12 and straight into the high 10s, I don't think that would actually happen. But excuse me. These sitting purchase orders or sell orders, I think are actually very reasonable. Getting up into the $14, $13, $14 range, I think is is doable. Not super. Maybe in a week or two, we'll be back up in, above the $13, $14, $15 range. I think if we have a really good earnings call, which comes in on the 23rd, so yeah, about a week or so after that earnings call, if it comes in like I think it will, we would see a really good price jump. So if that happens, I'll be actually pretty excited. I don't like doing earnings play all that much, but I'll take it where I can. I'm going to turn this face off for a second. I'm grabbing my heating pad. All right. Is there any stocks? All right. I should probably start trying to say that when I wasn't making all that noise. Is there any stocks that anybody's watching? I got 2 people in here. But yeah, I'm really watching Ford. This is a stock that I like to play a lot. Kaba is down hard. Friday went through a huge sell-off. Huh. Alright, in the chat room I'm in, they're talking about shorting this one. I can't short it. It's a HTB, so I can't short this one. But I think I see why they're saying that. If we take a look at the flexible grid, and it might be a tad early to short. Possibly. Because it could have a really good run up. Why did it pop up like that on those days, though? But yeah, it could be interesting. But it's breaking. I mean, I could see why they say maybe. Because if it breaks too high, it could definitely pull back, kind of like it did here, where it runs up but then pulls back heavily. I wonder what this stock is doing. This was a stock that just absolutely skyrocketed. So it went from $3-4 and just hit a high of over, I guess not above 60. I thought it did. Just below 60. 56.72 was the high. So yeah, I went from say $5 to 56. Wow. That's a huge climb, but it looks like it's on its way down. It's hard to borrow, so you can't short it. But this stock here really hit some major, like, I was wondering if it was going to hit as high, 90, 80, 70. I mean, this stock here, it was a risk. I traded it too, and that's the thing that really sucked. If I stayed in it, when I was down on this candle, the first candle here. I did it purely as a squeeze, a scalp. It did things I would have never expected if I just held on to it. I had like 1,000 shares. If I had known what this was going to do, I mean, let's just go to Dreamland, because why not? Say I sold it for just a $40 profit. I mean, 40,000. And that would be selling it at like $45, $46. I mean, so I could have held on to it all the way to here, or even sell at the opening of the following, on this red candle day. Yeah, that Kayla, K-L-A, K-A-L-A. This stock just was phenomenal, but it's crashing. And this is part of the reason why you got to be careful with these stocks. Ford looks like it's going to make a new high. A little bit of a spread showing up. Okay, I was going to say, I would like it if buyers moved up, because if the flow gets below this here, even though there's not that many shares traded, it can cause it to open short or open low.
UPC.
And yeah, so here pretty soon we're going to see what this does. At market open, I want to see what that jumps to. I almost bought 10 contracts. It was $460. I would have been profiting for $350, almost a double. Like 90 off of a double. Well, I'm still $9 short of a double, but that would have been absolutely sick. I guess we got a little bit still. Let's check out BBY. So this stock here was a meme stock. It was being talked about heavily before on Wall Street Bets, right in this area. Absolutely outrageous gains. Not as much as Kayla, but really super high. And then the crash. This is where you got to be careful. You buy, too far up, and you're going to get stuck on this part here. Same thing with Kayla. And it's been going down ever since. Today it had a little bit of a nice spike to 2, but that doesn't get it even back up to here where it was last week. Thursday, yeah, Tuesday. Last Tuesday it had a good little spike pre-market. But yeah, you can see it's just a consistent loser pre-market. Right here it wasn't, but yeah, generally good win, straight down. And that's the reason why I did not want to go back in on Kayla. And there's the bell. That didn't move.
BYGR, CNTX. Kala.
Third. Oh, it went down. I guess I have theta, or I'm hitting theta decay, or 42. No, not the... They're all products. So yeah, I'm well in the money.
SPRB.
I guess I just took it a second to update. But Ford is going down, kind of like I was thinking. So it wasn't able to hold the high.
CNTX.
Oh, is IQ making a play again? So IQ, we did a buy on that, made a little bit of money on it. On Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday. Friday went through a sell-off.
Riot. CTMX TLRY. SPRB. Mara. Mara. SWBL. SPRB. NMB. OCGN. SPRB.
A lot of things are happening actually quite quickly here. So I'm looking over at my watch screen. So I'm looking over here at my watch screen.
CVAC. Riot. OTLY.
Oh, IQ took a tank. Alright. Well, that kind of sucked.
Mara.
But a lot of things started to happen there kind of quick. HKD was a mover.
OCGN.
It looks like it's going down. Yeah. So this one was another one that really just skyrocketed. and did more than once. Hit a $2,000, $2,500, and then an absolute tank. What? Back in August, it went from $44 to $2,500. That had to be a scam or something. I mean,
CBAC. Riot.
we got a halt on the day. That got halted. It's on the way down. HKD. I just put the stock in the chat. So that stock there went from way low to way too high. I'm going to want to look into that one later. No.
Mara. BBBY. APGN. CNTX.
BBY has a surge up volume.
Riot. HKD. STKH. CINC.
That does, but
Till.
I'd want to see it really start to break above, I don't know, maybe working above 1.7.
MEGL. SPRV. BBBY.
I think I'd want to see that breaking above 1.7. Because that would be reversing from the downtrend. We now have a triple bottom
HKD.
here, here, and here. So that is definitely support.
APGN.
But if it could break 1.7,
CTMX.
I think it could get back up to 1.9. Say 1.8 at 1.9. At 1.7, if it drops back down to 1.6, probably sell. But I mean, there's a chance that it could go back up to like 2. So from 1.7, that'd be a good 30 cent. 30-40%, 30-40 cents.
MEGL. APGN. APGN.
I'm really curious to see what BBBY is going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put that on my list here, so we can
BBBY.
It's making moves, so 500 shares. No, don't want to do that. We'll cut that in half.
CNTX. Riot. APGN.
So what I'm looking at
APGN.
is the buy orders over here,
DCT.
the stack, how people are stacking up, the support,
BBBY.
as well as looking down here, which is just this information but consolidated a little bit. There's rising volume.
CVAC.
So there's quite a bit of selling going on though.
HKD. APGN. OCGN. APGN. Mara. Riot.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to borrow, so anyone who's trying to short it is going to end up paying high fees.
RBNC. APGN. RBNC. NVAX. CVAC.
So Ford is taking a beating out of the gate here.
CVAC.
All right. I'm not.
Riot. BBBY.
Carnival. We've traded that one. Viewer was trading that one a lot more than me. But that one took a tumble.
CVAC. MMB.
But appears to have gotten that back. Although I think I've missed out getting that around
RBNC.
the first day of the year. Probably would have been good. right at the $8. But you know, it could have sunk down another 50
Riot.
cents. But
CPAC.
if you got right at 8, that would have been a nice little climb. Glad I did not go into that one. Because right when we walked away from it, I mean, it did get above the 1.7. Barely. But it stalled.
RBNC.
So I'm glad I didn't take that trade.
GERN.
GERN.
RBNC. Mara.
I thought I recognized this stock. This stock had a really huge pop. Massive pullback.
Riot.
I don't want to trade that. So Ford dug itself back out of that hole.
SPRB. BN. HKD. Mara.
Looks like HKD's still going down. Yeah. Ford worked itself back out of that negative.
Riot.
Don't think we've gone green on the day yet. No, we haven't. That push down didn't really go all that low. It didn't. It did help my
KPGN.
my option here. Oh, that's why I did not have that pulled down. So yeah, my option is back up.
BBBY.
The next one, 13.5
Riot.
for, or 14 is at 7 cents per 100. So that'd be $7, I think. Yeah. It'd be $7 if you bought that. $14. I think
CTMX.
it'd be at 14 or higher by the 23rd. What would the chances of that be?
CIMC. RBNC. Riot.
I don't know. I don't know if Ford will break. I mean, it's possible. Let's go
CVAC.
to watch screen. So I got Ford up here. So we're right here, of course. To get to the 14, that's going to be a 9%, say 10% climb. So it's $1.26, give or take. Yeah, give or take. It doesn't really matter. I mean, we're splitting hairs.
AGM. Riot.
So, and then we've came up 14% in how many? Let me zoom in here. So from, we'll give it a little bit extra. Actually, no, we'll shorten it. So we'll say from here to here is 10%, 10.8. So if it came up, that's 5 days. No, 4 days.
OCGN.
5. It's not picking up this last bar. So from 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5. So 5 days,
Riot.
it went up 10%. And that option expires on the 27th. So that's a little over 14 days.
RVNC. HKD.
So it would have to do another 10% for that call to go into the money.
Riot.
And it's still sitting at 7 cents.
BBBY.
So 7 cents.
Mara.
Even if it gets close to that, say, oh wait, no, because you'll have theta decay, theta, beta, all those. I don't remember. So you'll start having decay issues. So what if we went out to February 10? They want 19 cents. So they're going to want 19 cents if we went to February 10 on the 23 or February 3rd,
RVNC.
17. So Feb 3rd, it's cheaper than the 10th. that's
Riot.
probably purely for the extra time. This is part of the reason why I'm being careful when it comes to doing options, because I'm still learning. So February 24 is 27 cents. But going out basically
RVNC.
a month and a few weeks, I think hitting that would be pretty possible. And as we can see, so from 14 cents, or we'll say, even if you bought the one at 13.5, it's at 40. Just on the other side, you see it's selling at 85. So that's a double. So if you had gotten it back when it was a couple strikes difference, you could be sitting at $1.87. So
SPRV.
I'm probably going to refer back to this video. Yeah, I'm probably going to refer back to this video in the future. Or I guess it would be in the past if I'm watching this video, but I'll be looking at it in the future to look into the past. And probably kicking myself in the ass. Because so yeah, if you go here, the theta decay alone from here is pretty big. So 11 versus 11 here. This one is selling for oh, that's the sell. So I might be looking at this wrong. Okay, so they want 8 cents. Honestly, that's not that big of a difference. So February here, 14, it's 20. Sell for 20, buy it for 21.
CINC.
Pretty sure this would fall outside of the money,
LX.
but I wouldn't want to take that chance. What I could do,
WIR. CINC.
this is for the 13th. Wait, is that Friday the 13th? Yeah.
APGN.
Okay, so I'm not going to do that. I was sitting here thinking about taking one contract for this week at the 14 strike. Because they want 1 cent. Or you can get 1 cent per 100. So that's $10. Or cost 2. But if it moves into that price range,
RVNC.
I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to take any trades on options right now. I'm just going to keep an eye on it. But yeah, I'm sitting at 91 right now. Ford did go green today. Just looked. We got a green candle. So we're just gonna leave it. We're just gonna leave it. But so far, I'm making money on it.
Mara.
So I'm happy about that. Alright.
Right.
I'm not seeing anything right this second. So let me check my phone.
AFRN.
So I'm probably gonna go do lift today because, like I said earlier, I lost a ton of money. So I need to go try to make some of that back. I won't make enough, nowhere near, not from lift. But the last week or so, lift has not been making any money. You'd be sitting a whole lot. So hopefully
Mara.
it's better
BBBY.
because I need to try to get out of the hole I'm in. I'm hurting bad. And I'm still not seeing anything. So there's some things coming up on this tablet here.
SAN. AFRN.
But it's nothing I'm really interested in trading. Or not right now anyway. So yeah, I'm okay, Kaba.
APGN. LX.
I think I would want to see.
MBAX. ARDX.
I don't know. I'm just. I'm. I think I'm too scared to try to risk money right now because I'm behind. That's sad. That's really sad.
CVAC.
CVAC. ICU. I feel like I need that.
Mara.
Mentally. I wish I caught this one. I would have been interested at above this point here, but I feel like it's overextended. It's gone up way too much, too quick.
ARDX. LX.
rising volume. A price target of
CVAC.
nope.
APGN.
Need to fix that again.
BN. BBBY. SPRV.
Price target of 4. That's definitely not going to help the price today. But it still went up quite well. That was much earlier, so it's not like that news hasn't already been out.
FUBF. NMB.
So Ford and GM. GM is not doing as good as Ford. So Ford broke a new high during the day. This didn't. Not yet. You
LX.
see, Ford broke a new high much later. GM had the same push down at first. I guess we'll take a quick look at Tesla. So you could say I'm actually a fan of Elon Musk, but there's been a lot of people who are not being a fan of him, especially with the whole Twitter thing. But even if you look past before the Twitter deal, his stock was going down, had a downtrend
APGN.
overall. And this is definitely a continuation here. You know, so plateau, down, It could be the beginning of a plateau. But it could also be a situation like this here where, you know, it dips down and then it could be the start or the reverse. So, you know, this very well could have broke down like it did, or it could have broke up
RBNC.
and reversed.
NDAX.
So is this a reversing or like a plateau for a continuation? Um, so if we look at so per 100, I mean, you can get
LX.
that's for the third. So 220. I mean, for it to hit 220, that would be a huge climb. That would be getting all the way back up here. So
NBAX.
if you wanted, you could probably sell that option. So
ATMX. RBNC. GSUN.
Oh, okay. So I was wondering what the canceled slash working one was. Okay, so um, I mean, it's not going to be a lot of money, but it could be a way to get free money by taking risks, but
GSUN.
so all right. How would you do that? You would sell that, and then you would buy
NBAX.
one of these. Okay. So if you wanted to take a risk, say at 200,
CTMX,
you get
BBY.
15 cents. And then at a $50 strike difference, buy that one. And that would cap your losses to roughly 5 grand. To make 10 cents times 100. I mean,
APGN.
you're taking a $5,000 risk to make
NBAX.
$10. Or 15 if you didn't do, if you did not buy the contract to protect your own rear. See, this is where I think contracts can be very interesting, but at the same time, a little confusing.
CTMX.
Like in my situation, I'm doing good with it, but I also see it as a way that somebody can lose an absolute shit ton. Like I just checked over on the Mac. I'm at 49.50. So for this one option, somebody is losing a bit. Just today alone I made 15.5. I don't understand.
RBNC.
I mean, I understand, but I don't understand. Now, I only took the buy on that one because I felt really certain that this was going to be near the bottom and coming into this month because I bought it back in December. Does this say when I bought it? No. No. Okay, so I bought that back in December. So I was fairly certain. I bought it right around in here somewhere. I think it was actually maybe right here because I was losing money at first before it started to swing up. Um, and I think I bought the option. I did. I bought the option before I bought the stock long. Because I kind of want to do like a comparison, right? So this stock option here was a good bit of money. I'll just pull it up here. So, 120, we'll say 124, times that by 200. So it took 2,248. Now, if I divide that by 400, divide that same amount by $46. I could have bought 40, we'll say 48 contracts. So 48 contracts times that by the going rate right now is 48.50 equals that. So whereas here I made 304, if I spent the exact same amount of money that I would have bought instead of going long and did it in contracts, I would have made an extra $2,000. And for that 48 contracts, my max loss would have been times by 46. So the 2,208 would have been my absolute max loss, period. Could not have lost any more money. But it would have had to hit at my strike or higher for me to make any profit. So whereas if I went long, I could have made that money, but it would have been in a smaller amount. So in this situation, I'll leave it down here. So in this situation, because I was fairly positive on Ford in the movement it was going to be making, like I was really confident, I should have just done purely options. I could have made an extra $2,000. Would have took more risks, but I definitely think I'm going to work options in my trading. Because, make 300 or make 1,300 or 2,300. Sorry, 2,300 would have been a hell of a lot nicer for the exact same amount of money. But with options, it's not as liquid as it would be with this. So it's very interesting. But I definitely think I want to work with options a little bit more. So if I definitely see a very positive move on a stock, if I'm predicting a very good upswing, I definitely would want to do options again and put it out for like the same amount of time that I did, like a month or so. Weekly, you can get it somewhat cheap. Like, the 13 strike for end of this week. I mean, from a high of today, it's only off by 20 cents. If it goes from here to here, I can see that getting into the profit range easily. But I don't know. Again, I can come back to this video and review that. But even if I go here, would be a double up. So if you did go for here, oh, that's for selling. So yeah, you would buy here and sell there. So that would still be, that would be a double up. If you really thought it was going to hit that mark, buying it here could be kind of interesting. Your profit margins or percent could be really high.
BT.
Well, that's going to be kind of interesting. Let's go over to the watch screen. Kaba was going down. It's doing a nice little pop-up. It's brought this back up from 6,000 to 11. I'm just going to let it ride because it's fake money anyway. I wish it wasn't. Wrong screen. So Apple is pulling up. Still not in profit on the shares that I bought, but okay. Market overall is looking pretty green. They're feeling bearish on the SP 500. I'm actually feeling kind of bullish. I don't think we're gonna see a drop, but I mean the Nasdaq that's slightly going down. I mean we might see a little bit of a lull, a little early for like a lunch period type deal. Anyway, TNXP. This was one. I'll throw that up on the main screen here. This one went down. I had some hopes for that one. Let's open that up in the 5-minute. So market opened. It's not doing much. But I think if we keep an eye on it for a few days, we could see this continue to be a good upswing. See, no price action on that one at all. And that's the story on a few of these right here. Jump up, but nothing. Yeah, that's outside my price range, but that one really kind of jumped. BT. We've seen that one a few times. Let's go take a look at that one. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that up there. So, BT. The volume is looking good.
BT.
And it just set it down here on the scanner. I want to see it get higher than there. I think, let's bring that one up on the bigger chart here. So I would like to see it replace. I would like to see it break above here. So we get a really strong day today.
Flag.
Condense, and then could see, I mean, a spike of 2. Could be a point of resistance. So I think if it could get above my alert area, spike near 2, put a tight stop loss on it, and then let it rip. If it wants to rip up to 3.5, 4, whatever it would want to do, we could let it do it. This one is starting. So take a 20. So I'm looking at my chart here. This is having a continuing uptrend. It was just getting talked about. Continuing uptrend. 20 cent from basically here to, we'll say that one, from early, so 10, 15 cents. Probably still work with the 5. So yeah, we may take a trade on this one here. 500 shares is what I'm thinking. BBY is still going down, so definitely happy I did not take that.
HBI. BBBY.
BTBT just took a slight down right here. I didn't have you guys over here on the main screen, my bad. Anyway, so I got a BTBT here.
MMB. Call out.
All right, we're going into a trade.
BTBT. LX.
I think this one has room to go. I just decided to move it up. That may bite me in the butt. So we'll put it at
Kala.
stop loss right there. Okay.
Mara.
The other thing I don't like about these really cheap stocks here is it's hard to scroll up through because you get a lot of these fractionized pennies. I'm not a big fan of that. That's the one nice thing about this here. You can scroll through easily and see the level 2.
VTVT.
So
Mara.
I'm thinking I'm not sure what I'm thinking.
GMBD. APGN. Mara.
So my Ford is still working. This one, I'm in profit now.
MMB.
Never mind. Um, but I mean, we're gonna let the. I gave this one a wide berth. The only candle that's really bigger drop wise is this one right here. other than that, I'm below the low here. You could technically maybe say that's a low. So I'm giving it ample room to grow. This may be a slow grind.
BT. BBBY.
BT is going down now. So is this one. Alright, well, I don't see anything else. I think I may end up closing this video down for today. Try to work out some kind of money making process for today. And I will get back with you guys later. Yeah, I don't think this is going to perform for today. So, I will let you guys know if I win or if I lose. You can also just take a look at this stock periodically throughout the day. If it goes down to this level, I'm going to lose. If it goes up, I'll win. It's pretty simple. And that's all she's going to write for today. So, thank you for watching.